right, it's palm tree day. Palm tree day. We've got the driveway all cleared out there to where the guy can get back here. And we've got the spots selected. See this little white spot right there. That's where this one's gonna go in the corner. So when we get our landscaping done next month, it's gonna incorporate it. And it's also pretty much gonna line up with the edge of the house. Not exactly, but almost. And on this side, that white spot's where this is gonna line up with the corner of this house. And then the landscaping will wrap around it as well. So both palm trees will be incorporated into the landscaping that's gonna take place next month. If needed, we can always remove that little bush and replace it somewhere else. And this is our Mexican fan palm, I think it's called. We love it. All of these gaudy looking pipes are gonna be incorporated into the landscaping. And potentially we'll have a little, maybe a fence to cover those up. And we got 2 air conditioners for this house since we have a loft. And this is all gonna be incorporated with the landscaping as well. So kind of excited about that. These little holes, squirrels dig those things. We got, like, sometimes our backyard is looks like they're all over the place in the backyard. Let's see, there's another one right there. So yeah, those are squirrels. We caught them digging them one day. Thought it was the dogs at first, but it's not.
No, it's a regenerating root system, so it doesn't matter if the root ball's twice as big or twice as small. It's a whole new root system coming out of the trunk itself. The roots never get any bigger than your pinky. So they're not going to pinch a pipe in two or go underneath the concrete and crack it or whatever. So, but when it's new coming out, no fertilizer for 8 months to a year. This is as deep as they come out. This is as deep as they go in. So when you throw that fertilizer in, there's no cushion to slow the heat down, so it burns your new roots instead of enhances an already existing root system. No fertilizer for 8 months to a year. Don't take your water hose and stick it in the very top, watering it top down, thinking maybe that common sense wise it's getting water faster. You're waterboarding. You're giving it too much too fast. It's an outward flow. Now you can spray it, that's okay, but it can rain 3 inches in a day. That's a Mother Nature thing. It's cloudy, it's windy, overcast, whatever. But when it's a heat index of 110, you just constantly pouring water in there. It's not good for it. So spray it if you want, but I'm gonna put you a bowl around the bottom of the tree. You're just gonna fill that up, just so it puddles. It's only gonna take seconds. Just turn around and hit the grass. It's literally going to absorb like a sponge. Hit it a second time and a third time real quick. Boom, boom, boom. And you're done that day. It's not a lot of time or water, but it's all going right where we want it to go. Do that every other day until you get at least 4 or 5 new ones coming out of the center where I told you that spike comes up and flops out and comes out with another one. It's going to take a couple months average to get the roots to take, and then they'll start coming. But don't slack off that water because it's all new roots we're watering it for. These are drought-tolerant trees, but we got to get the new roots established first. Okay. So water until you get 4 or 5 new ones. No fertilizer for 8 months to a year. No water at the very tops. This is the last part. This part I got to twist your arm if you'll let me. Anytime you transplant from one place to another, you're going to go through shock. It's like a rose bush that's slammed full of flowers. You dig it, you transplant it, they fall off, new ones come back. Well, these are basically our flowers. So I highly recommend right where the string is, right here, that we cut the tops out when we install them. I know it stinks to do that today, but if you'll cut them out today, your survival rate's 78% if we leave them in. It's 98% if we cut them out. 9 out of 10 palm trees are cut before they even leave the woods, but I leave them in there because I want you to see they're nice and fresh. Because if you see a green top, you can bet it's fresh. You go to the nurseries, they've been cut, they've been out of the ground for months, and they'll live, but freshness is the key. So if you'll let me do what's best for it instead of what looks best for it, you'll be 98% survival rate. You can't beat it.
You're smarter than us, so do it.
Yeah. You just got to get rid of these. It stinks, but hey, the guy that I get these from, he sells them by the semi-loads all over the country, and I'm the only guy that has to leave them in there, and he hates it, but I want them fresh when I get them, so that's a wrap. Come off the very bottom, but I can get these top few here.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to leave you one if I can, to give you a little something to look at until they come back. If they turn it brown, just cut it out. That's not your help meter.